Welcome everyone to our deep dive today.
Glad to be here.
You guys wanted to understand AI and machine learning better, so that's what we're tackling in this episode, or I guess in this deep dive.
It's a great topic.
By the end, I promise you'll be able to, hold your own at that next cocktail party, totally nail those AI conversations. But more importantly, you'll see how AI is already part of your daily life, even if you don't realize it.
It really is amazing how much it's woven in.
Like, ever wonder how Netflix seems to know exactly what show you'll binge next? Yep, that's AI at work.
Among many other things, yeah.
So maybe first, just to set the stage, how about we try and define what exactly we're talking about when we say AI, artificial intelligence?
All right, so I think the simplest way to explain it is AI is basically about making computers, making machines think and act like humans.
Okay, so like problem solving, learning.
Exactly, like understanding language, making decisions, all those complex things we humans do. The goal of AI is to get computers to do the same, or at least to mimic those cognitive abilities.
Got it. But now what about machine learning? Is that like the same thing or?
Good question. So machine learning, it's actually a subset of AI.
Okay.
Think of it like this. Imagine you're trying to teach a computer to, let's say, tell the difference between different breeds of dogs.
Okay. I like dogs, so I'm following.
So you show it tons and tons of pictures of dogs, right?
Right, like all kinds of dog pictures.
Each one labeled with the correct breed, right? Beagle, poodle, golden retriever, the whole 9 yards. And as the computer sees more and more of these pictures, it starts to learn the patterns.
Oh, so it's like it's figuring out the differences on its own.
Precisely. And that's what's amazing about machine learning. You're not giving the computer step-by-step instructions. It's using these algorithms to learn from the data you feed it.
So the more data it gets, the smarter it gets.
You got it. It's constantly improving its accuracy. And eventually you can show it a picture of a dog it's never seen before, and it'll be able to predict the breed.
That's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. So is that basically how all machine learning works?
It's a good basic framework. It really all boils down to 4 main steps. You have data collection, training, prediction, and then improvement.
Okay, so break those down for me, using your dog breed example.
Sure. So as I mentioned, the first step is collecting all that data, those pictures of dogs labeled with the right breeds. The more data, the better.
Right, got it. So then what's next?
That's when you get to the training. You take that massive collection of dog photos and you feed it into your machine learning model. The model starts analyzing all those images, figuring out, okay, what are the visual cues that tell me this is a beagle versus a bulldog?
So the model is like studying the pictures, kind of like how we'd study for a test, but way faster.
In a way, yeah. But instead of memorizing facts, it's picking up on subtle patterns.
So then you get to the prediction part, right?
Exactly. This is when you show it a new picture of a dog that it hasn't seen before, and based on what it's learned, it tries to predict, okay, what breed is this?
And gets it right.
Well, hopefully. It's not always perfect, but as it gets exposed to more data, it gets better and better at recognizing those breed characteristics.
And that last step, improvement.
That's the continuous learning part. The model doesn't just stop after one round. It's constantly being refined and improved as it encounters new data.
So wait, there are different types of machine learning, right? It's not all just about showing pictures of dogs.
You're right. It's way more than that. There are a few main types of machine learning, each with its own approach.
Let's hear it then. What are the different types?
Okay, so we've got supervised learning, which is what we've been talking about with the dog breed example, where the data is neatly labeled.
Right, so the model knows exactly what it's looking for.
Then there's unsupervised learning, where the data comes without labels. The model has to sort of figure things out on its own, identify patterns, and cluster similar data points together. It's like, imagine a detective trying to piece together clues without knowing the crime beforehand.
Oh, I get it. So it's like the model is the detective trying to solve a mystery without all the pieces. That's kind of cool.
Right. It's finding those hidden connections that we might not even be aware of.
So supervised, unsupervised. What else?
And then you have reinforcement learning, which is all about learning through trial and error. The model interacts with an environment, makes decisions, and gets feedback, either rewards or penalties, based on its actions.
So it's like training a dog, kind of.
Exactly. Give it a treat when it does something right, maybe a little no when it gets it wrong, and it learns what behaviors lead to the best outcomes.
Okay, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. But I'm curious, all this machine learning stuff, this AI, it sounds really complicated, like something out of a sci-fi movie. But how does it actually affect our lives? What are some real-world examples?
Oh, it's all around us, even if we don't always realize it.
Mm.
Think about those virtual assistants we all have on our phones or smart speakers like Siri or Alexa.
Okay, yeah, I use those all the time.
They use AI and natural language processing to understand what you're saying and respond accordingly.
Oh, right, it's not just some recording playing back. They're actually processing my words.
Exactly. Then think about those recommendations you get on Netflix, Amazon, or Spotify. They're not just random. They're powered by machine learning algorithms analyzing your past viewing or listening habits and predicting what you'll enjoy next.
Okay, that makes sense. I always wondered how they were so good at knowing what I'd like.
Then there's self-driving cars, which rely on AI and machine learning to perceive their surroundings, make decisions, and navigate roads safely.
Whoa, yeah, self-driving cars. That's some next-level stuff.
And let's not forget those spam filters that save us from a mountain of junk mail every day. They use machine learning to identify and filter out unwanted messages based on patterns and keywords.
I am thankful for those spam filters, I'll tell you that.
Hmm.
It's amazing to think that AI is behind all these things we use every day.
It really is remarkable how it's permeated so many aspects of our lives.
So it's cool and all, but why should we care? Is AI just about cool gadgets and convenience? Or is there something more to it?
It's definitely more than that. AI has the potential to solve some of the world's biggest challenges. Imagine AI helping doctors diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately, personalized medicine tailored to your unique genetic makeup.
Wow, that would be incredible.
And it's not just healthcare. Think about optimizing energy consumption to combat climate change, streamlining complex supply chains for businesses, even developing new materials with incredible properties.
So AI is not just about making life easier, it's about making the world better.
Exactly. It has the potential to revolutionize practically every industry and aspect of our lives.
So it sounds like AI is only going to become more and more important in the future.
Absolutely. It's already transforming how we live and work, and it's only going to accelerate from here.
So maybe just to wrap things up, can we try to put all this in simple terms?
Sure.
Like, what are the key things people should take away from all this?
Well, I think the main takeaway is that AI is essentially about machines that can think like humans.
Okay, and how do they learn to think like humans?
That's where machine learning comes in, using data to train those machines and make them smarter over time.
And all this isn't just some far-off sci-fi fantasy. It's already impacting our lives in countless ways.
Exactly. It's all around us, from the apps we use to the cars we drive to the way we work and live.
That's a great point. So as AI becomes even more sophisticated, more powerful, what are some things we should be thinking about?
That's the big question, isn't it? There are a lot of ethical considerations that come along with such powerful technology.
Like what? Give me an example.
Well, think about job displacement. As AI and automation become more advanced, certain jobs might become obsolete.
Yeah, that's a real concern for a lot of people.
Absolutely. Then there are concerns about bias and algorithms, privacy issues with all the data being collected, even the potential for AI to be used for malicious purposes.
So it's not all sunshine and roses. There are some real challenges we need to think about.
Definitely. But despite those challenges, the potential benefits of AI are immense. If we're smart about how we develop and use it, it could truly revolutionize the world for the better.
Okay, so I think we've covered a lot of ground here. And hopefully our listeners now have a better grasp of what AI and machine learning are all about.
I hope so.
It's a complex topic, but it's
Right.
definitely worth learning about.
Absolutely. And the more we understand about it, the better equipped we'll be to navigate the future.
Well said. So listeners, if you're feeling inspired, go out there and do some more digging. Explore the world of AI. It's constantly evolving, so there's always something new to discover.
And who knows, maybe some of you listening will be the ones shaping the future of AI.
That's a great thought to leave on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of AI and machine learning.
It was my pleasure.
Until next time.
See you then.
We truly appreciate you tuning in to this podcast. Your time and support mean the world to us. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on future content. And if you found value in what we shared, we'd love for you to leave a review or share it with a friend. It helps us grow and keep bringing you amazing episodes. Stay connected, stay curious, and we'll catch you in the next one. Until then, keep listening and keep exploring. Thank you.